Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. I had to go buy some DEF fuel for the Dutz fire. It was getting kind of low. Ran into a situation coming back from the store. I did take my Chevy pickup truck on the way down to grab this container. Actually grabbed two containers, but the problem was on the bridge, I clipped something and it made him fly out of the back of the truck even though I had straps down. I'm not really sure I know what I clipped. What do you call those? A car? So yeah, there's a DEF fuel container out there. I mean, it went flying. I don't know. I mean, both of them went flying. This one landed not too far. I was able to see where that one went. The other one, haven't got a clue where it went. So maybe when we go harvest a field here in the fall sometime, maybe we'll see where it went. I don't know. Haven't got a clue where it went. Yeah, we're still in the first day of fall, and I don't want to say we're down to $1,000 in our bank account. I have done a lot of good contracts today since you last saw me. So financially, we are doing pretty darn good. Let's go here to the money page so you can see what we are up to, or down to. Yeah, the loan is down to $930,000. Yeah, we were over $1 million. I've done $200,000 in contracts today, quite a bit. And I got 3 contracts on the go. 2 I'm doing currently. We're sowing field 86 for $21,000. Yeah, fertilizing for 43, and then I got a fertilized field 70 for 21,000. So there's another huge chunk of change coming our way pretty soon here today. Then I'm going to be done for contracts work today. I mean, those contracts are paying out really good. But what we're going to do this evening is, since still no harvesting is taking place and I got 2 of my tractors going around, we're going to plow these 2 fields here just to get them done, and they can start aerating and the soil can loosen. I mean, if it rains as well, that'll loosen up the soil a little bit and probably compact it maybe a little bit as well. I don't know how that works. So we're going to grab our Massey Ferguson here. We got to head on over to the other farm. That's where the plow is. But we're going to make a little pit stop. Well, a pit stop usually is something you do on the way to somewhere. We got to go past the farm and up the road. Pretty much, we're going to go visit Cletus. Cletus is the guy that sold us the sheep. And on my ventures around, I happened to notice something in his scrapyard. So we're going to go there and see if that's even for sale. I'll go knock on his door and we'll give him a good talking to. Maybe I can get a deal on it because I bought some sheep from him. So who knows? So yeah, we are down to $1,500. I can borrow the cash if I need it, but I shouldn't. We got those contracts up and going. Yeah, we should be more than fine. Yeah, if you look to the right, the corn looks like it's ready for harvest, but when you go to the PDA, it is not. So usually in seasons, you got to kind of trust the PDA. Just because the crop shows that it's harvest doesn't mean that it is. I assume the corn would be ready probably tomorrow or the day after. So we'll have to keep that in mind. I'm hoping it's tomorrow because tomorrow's weather is pretty good until about the evening hours. So my plan is we're going to plow our fields, get those contracts done that we have, pay off as much of the loan as we can, and sleep through the night and wake up in the morning. Hopefully there's some harvesting contracts. Now I'll accept all the good harvesting contracts as I can, because if I accept them, that means they won't do the harvest the field. If I just let them sit there and say I'll accept them later on, they could harvest them themselves. Now we are looking for the corn and soybean contracts. That's what I need to make Tomix rations, and the corn also is for making some ethanol, which I plan to do as well. But I'm kind of fighting with myself a little bit just because of the situation of once we pay off that loan completely, we should have enough money to buy Mr. Anderson's fields, but we do got to make some purchases in between. I do not have a header for our combine to do corn or sunflower or anything like that, so we got to buy a header for that. And if I'm going to do ethanol, I'm going to need water. I don't have a water tanker. So yeah, that whole thing's got to be taken care of. Is this where I need to be? I do believe so. Yeah, so Cletus's sheep yard, or whatever it's called, I was doing some contracts and I happen to notice it, you can see that trailer sitting right there. I think this trailer would be good to feed our chickens and maybe our cows in the future at the farm. Just a small trailer. I mean, it's not in the best of shape. It's kind of rusted. It doesn't, you know, the chickens, I don't need it to hold much. Let me go see if Cletus is home. I'll have a quick talk with him and see if I can strike up a deal. Okay, so I just talked to Cletus and I got him down to $3,500 on the trailer. He did say there's, you know, it is usable. There's nothing wrong. The frame is in okay shape. I did come out and look at it. It's not going to fall apart or anything like that. I mean, it is drivable. I mean, he was just going to scrap it because he didn't think anyone would want it. And I told him otherwise. Now, he will keep the trailer here. I said I can keep it there because I don't have the cash right now. I just have $1,500. So I told him I'll stop by sometime tomorrow with the cash and we'll grab the trailer. So we have a trailer to feed our chickens and maybe the cows. It's just kind of like a little of a shuttle trailer that I could use around the main farm, which is where we're headed back to now to get our plow. I just did check on our Dutzfar and our Claas tractor. The Claas tractor is in the northern part of the map, fertilizing a funky little field, so I just want to make sure he wasn't getting stuck anywhere. Sometimes with course play, they will get stuck and you won't get the message for some reason. So I just check on him once in a while, but he's 70% done with that field there. And there's our cornfields. One says it's ready for harvest. This one is half ready for harvest. It is what it is. But I'm thinking sometime tomorrow we should be good to go. Buying this land is going to be great because I'll have another grass field here, and of course we got this huge field. So this is one of the contracts I did this afternoon. Field 40, I think it was. Fertilized that field. The contract was $74,000. I was like, when I saw them, I'm like, yes, please, fertilizing. I'll get that done in no time. And I, definitely want to take care of that field. If I'm going to purchase it before next harvest, that'd be great. And at the rate we're going, I mean, it wasn't that long ago when we bought the Lexion class harvester, and the money that we had was pretty much nothing. I mean, I think I had like $60,000 I could use. And right now, if I were to borrow cash, I could probably get up to like $700,000. So at the rate we're going, I'm hoping, and we haven't even got to the harvest season yet, maybe. I mean, could we buy before the end of winter? I mean, I got $940,000 to go-ish. So maybe, I mean, we're going to do enough contracts today where I think we can get below $90,000. $900,000 on the loan. So it is a possibility. Also, my travels doing contracts, I'm starting to learn the map better, as one would think. So I'm starting to learn where fertilizing refill points are and whatnot. The one thing I just had a quick look on, and I've never done compost before. We can sell compost at the hardware store, like right across the street from our mini farm up here. I had a quick look. I couldn't find where on the map I make compost. It's somewhere on the map, I would assume. Don't know, but it's somewhere. We'll figure it out. But like I said, in my adventures around this area here, the bridge where I lost that DEF fuel container, now we're only talking like $35, but there's a container somewhere, a blue container. I even went into Fly Zone and got an aerial view of the fields to look. I mean, if you're trying to look through the cornfield like this, you're not going to see it. So yeah, I hovered above the fields and I went all around the area where the truck clipped the other car. And I mean, I just barely clipped it. I mean, I'll admit, if I ran into it, I would tell you so, but just barely clipped it. And probably the thing that really caused the problem the most was in that truck we were doing like 110 miles an hour on the way up the road. Probably not the best thing to do. But man, that DEF fuel, both cans were flying. I saw one. Yeah, it was right here in this bridge here. Just as I was entering the bridge, and of course I came around the corner and doing 110 miles an hour, and there was a car on the bridge. I'm like, I just need to move over. Didn't move over far enough, and Yeah, the straps on the back of that pickup truck do not hold def can fuels down. I don't know if it'll hold anything else down, but definitely not the fuel cans. But I figured this afternoon, since we're not doing any harvesting contracts or contracts that I need to do, now I don't really need to plow. We'll go to the PDA here, and I will show you where we're at here. Yeah, field 100, if you will. If I go where it says need plowing, it doesn't need plowing, but we're going to make it look good. And also, like I said, these fields here, this is our cornfield. It says, see on the PDA, it says still growing. So, yeah, probably next in-game day, corn maybe harvest. There's a lot of corn on this map. So if I go to this page here, and I try to get as much of the PDA in the map on the screen as I can. So if you watch the map and I hit corn, you can see all the fields are flickering on and off. Those all have corn in them. Field 119 is huge. The one down by the store, field 88, is corn. Our fields, and we got some fields in the northeast part of the map. Actually, the field that we're fertilizing is corn as well. That's a lot of corn. Soybean, not as many fields or big fields, but there's quite a few fields out there, and I think that'll be enough soybean to hopefully get our total mix rations going. Now, the one thing with seasons is this. Once we get our cows, plow, can you lower? There you go. Once we get our cows, the cows will not actually make milk until they have offspring. So that's why I'm kind of hoping to get cows in the fall and maybe get lucky enough that some things happen to where we have offspring in the spring, and then next year they can start making some milk. Maybe, I don't know. But I do want to get cows just because, well, I like having animals to feed on the farm. It just seems right. It just seems right that we're plowing this field, and yeah, so this field's going to sit here after we plow it. We're done working this field until next spring, where we'll turn around, cultivate it, and I'll have to look at my crop rotation. One of the two, one's going to have canola, and the other one's going to have soybean. I think that's what I kind of planned on. That way we can also get rid of the weeds. The weeds will come back, though. Not too concerned about that. But yeah, the rest of this first day of fall, yeah, I just want to get these two fields plowed. Our grass fields, they're at 66%. The good news is the grass is below 20% wetness or moisture, or however you want to say it. So if I were to cut the grass, it would be dry grass, and then I would have to wait for it to turn to hay. I don't want to screw this up on the next cut because it should be the last cut of the year, and having a good amount of hay for the horses and our sheep for the winter and springtime is going to be good. Looking at the weather though for the geo for this map, being the first day of fall and it's 80 degrees, that's pretty good. Looking at the long range forecast, I was looking for frost. That's what I was looking for. Contract in field 70 finished. I may have to go get him moved over to the next field. But as for frost buildup and all that, nothing in the near future, so I should not have to worry about losing crops to frost. At least not for a while. So I do believe the third day of fall it's showing rain. So I'm not going to be able to harvest much in the rain when it rains. We'll have, wet crops. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here at the edge of this field. I'm going to go take care of the class tractor of the worker since he finished that contract in field 70. Get him over to the other field. He can start that contract. And that way we can move along with our day. Now that our class tractor is all set, working now in the northwest on field 91. Field 91 is kind of it's one of those divided fields. So, I mean, there's two fields, but it's got like a line of trees in between it, and the fields are not actually connected. So, when you set up course play for it, that's one of those fields where course play will only do a course for one side of the field than the other. So, I'm going to have to finish the contract myself when he gets done with that side of the field. Not that big of a deal. It's not going to take me that long for what it's worth. The contract is worth it. So you can see I did collect a contract for field 70s for up to $23,000, which makes me kind of want to maybe go get that trailer from Cletus. But right now we're a little busy, and like I said, definitely want to get this field plowed. That way it's all set for next spring, and the soil has a chance to loosen. Basically what this is going to do is going to get both stages of fertilization that we have down into the field, and also the lime that we put down should get in there as well. I'll have a chance to mix it in with the soil all winter long. And sometime late in the springtime, yeah, we'll be able to put some seed down in here. Like I said, canola and soybean after we cultivate it. We don't really need to cultivate it. We got direct drill, but we'll cultivate it because we got like the biggest cultivator there is, I think. So yeah, we should have no problem cultivating this field in a matter of like a half hour in-game time. Not much of an issue. But yeah, being the first day of fall, I don't know what time it's going to start getting dark. That's one thing different about seasons and the in-game. In-game, you know what time it's like 6:30 in the morning. It gets what? Starts to get daylight, and 7:30 at night it starts to get dark. With seasons, until you get to know the pattern, it's kind of hard. Yeah, winter, I do know. I think it's like 8 o'clock in the morning before it starts to get daylight, and I think it starts getting dark around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, something like that. But anyways, let's get to plowing this field. And then we'll park up the Massey Ferguson, or yeah, we'll probably park up the Massey Ferguson with the plow here for now. And then I think maybe we'll run over to see Cletus and we'll get that trailer off his hands. I'd just rather get it out of there just in case someone comes by and says, "Oh yeah, look at this trailer. It's in the scrapyard. Let's just take it." I'd rather go grab it when I can. I was actually expecting either the Dudes Farmer would be finished seeding that field, or I would get a message from the class tractor saying he's done fertilizing his half of the field, but it looks like I'm going to finish my job before they finish theirs. But our fields are all set now for next spring. I'll see you in about 6 months. And then yeah, we'll cultivate and reseed these fields and hopefully make some cash when next fall comes. But actually the soybean might actually go to the Total Mix Rations mixer, or I could just sell it outright, but that's a year from now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Just need to focus on what we have here. I am seeing that the Massey Ferguson is getting close to needing some repair. If you go by what Season says, every 20 hours is when they need repair, and I'm just right at 20 hours right now. But I might go a little bit further on the Massey Ferguson to see if I can get it to stutter and stall once in a while. That'd be kind of interesting. You might be able to see as well. Where am I? This way? No, that's a fence. Gotta watch out for that. Yeah, the sheep are producing the wool pretty nicely. I got 2,700 liters of wool now, and well, we got sheep everywhere. Their grass here. Oh, their grass here is actually 100%. This morning, it was at 66%. So the grass in their grass field grew. Now, I found that interesting to find out because when I took my meter out there, like I tested it in the first, well, this morning of autumn, and it said 66% grown. So I said, okay, the sheep are getting their grass from their grass field. This should only be 66% or 67. Yeah, the crop moisture is at 13%, which means if I were to cut this grass today, it would be dry grass, and then I was going to wait for it to turn to hay. But we'll wait until the next. We'll wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow is supposed to be pretty decent as well in the morning. And this field here as well, I do believe, same stats as the other one, other than this is fertilized. How are the workers actually getting along here? Well, we completed seeding that field, and he's halfway done with that field. Yeah, so here's field 91. If I actually turn on the fertilizer, you can kind of see. So he's got a little more ways to go there. Actually, course play looks like he might be done. Yeah, I'll have to fertilize this side of the field myself. Up here, yeah, so that's why he's not done, but he's done as far as I'm considered. Let's go ahead and collect on that contract another 21 grand. And yeah, so $43,000 to finish fertilizing this field. So I'm going to have to let him finish that up. Then we'll come over and we'll fertilize this field and then call it an evening. I'm going to bring this tractor back. He's done for the day as well. And as you can see, he's getting close to needing repair as well. He's at 45 hours. I think I repaired him, I want to say close to the 25-hour mark. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I kind of want to test out a little bit to see if they start stalling like they did in 17. I would have thought they would have started stalling by now, but they're not. So we'll just have to wait and see in that. But I'm going to bring this tractor back, and I'll see you in just a little bit. I decided to hop in the Chevy pickup truck and head on over to see Cletus. We'll give him the $3,500 and we'll grab ourselves a trailer. Hopefully he's still here. I'd assume he is. I mean, it's getting late in the evening. I don't know where Cletus would go out, but maybe make some moonshine out in the woods. I don't know. Maybe that's something he would do. Let's go ahead and give Cletus a visit. I know I told him I wouldn't be back until next day, but he might be kind of happy to get rid of this evening. Be with you in just a second. Well, Cletus was home. Gave him the $3,500 that he desires. So now, I just need to back up to our new trailer, and we'll take it to where the chickens are. Oh, articulated trailers. Not my favorite. It'll be fine though. I'm not going to try to back it in anywhere. At least I don't think. I don't care if I leave this trailer out in the weather conditions or not, because, well, I mean, the condition that it's in, yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. Let's drive on down here. I got to be careful with this pickup truck. I mean, if I just floor it, I mean, I can do like 120 miles an hour in this thing. Once you get above 90, it starts bouncing around quite a bit. And I don't want to lose control next to my fields because, yeah, those are my crops, darn it. And we'll lose cash that way. I don't think the chickens are going to require too much feed. But we'll make sure everything is on the up and up with the silo. This is where we put our wheat. Yeah, it does register. And it does hold 4,200 liters, so that's not too bad. The good news is I'm glad it does hook up to the pickup truck. There's our header for our combine, which is locked away in the garage. That's another reason why I don't mind paying $1,000 a day right now to Mr. Anderson for leasing this area. Just so I have a garage I can lock things in and more storage, and we can also use it for our animals right now. Alright, so how are you guys doing on the egg situation here? Not speed demons with the eggs. I mean 473 and 269 liters respectively. Slowly making the eggs, but you know, this is seasons, so it's not going to yield as much as it normally would. I don't know, maybe they'll yield more in the winter. I don't know how the chickens actually work. Let's go put the rest of this back in storage because, well, I don't want it sitting out in the open. Put it in the silo where it belongs. There we go. And where do I want to park this? I don't know. Someplace where I can just drive, because I don't want to have to try to back this thing up anywhere. I mean, can I kind of... This might be a tight squeeze doing it this way. Actually, there's actually plenty of room in here. Let's see, I actually got to turn the truck this way in order to get the trailer to go that. Once those wheels on the front of the trailer start to really articulate and go, I mean, it moves really fast. You got to be you got to be quick with the steering wheel. Okay, here I said I don't want to try to back it up, and here I am trying to back it up. So I'll just do this now because this is how I usually do articulate. I just like back it up as far as I can, then pull it forward, and it'll straighten it up, and then you release it, and you're good to go. Alright, so the chickens are kind of taken care of. While I'm here, let me just step out of the truck because I can't access this while I'm in the vehicle. I don't care about the barley. I need to be on this section here. That shows me what I need to see. So the horses' straw is down to 15%. I mean, they're going through straw pretty darn quick. Yeah, so we'll grab a tractor. I think we'll go down and give them some straw. I swear I gave them straw this morning. They're going through it quickly. I also do believe, yes, we have completed that contract, and other ones have come up. Fertilizing. They're all, yes, please. Yes, please. And yes, please. Those will be there for us tomorrow. And the other thing I want to do before... Now I'll leave the money there. I'm going to drive back to the farm. We'll grab probably the Massey Ferguson and head on down. Actually, I need the Class tractor to do this because I don't... Yeah, it's going to have to be the Class tractor, I think, because the Class tractor is the one with the bale spike on it. Yeah, so I'll have to grab that and head on down to the horse stable, but give them the straw so they're good to go when midnight comes, because I want to make sure I get paid well enough. Yeah, so I'll meet you down at the horse paddock with the Class tractor, the bale spike, and the bale shredder, and we'll put a bale in there and give the horses some more straw again. I'm coming, horses. I'm coming. Got the beacons on and the Class tractor. We got our bale spike on the front. And just as I was driving down here, if you see on the animal HUD on the right-hand side, the straw for the horses just turned red. For me, red alert. They need straw. It seems like they're going through the straw pretty quick. Now, they should go through more straw in the winter than in the spring, summer, and fall. So I'm getting a little concerned at how much straw they're using. I also want to do this because we are going to take the straw bale back out of the shredder and put it back under the shed. And I want to see when we sleep through the night, do I lose the bale even if I take it out of the shredder? If I lose it coming out of the shredder as well, that's not the best situation that we have going here. I mean, it's not the worst thing here, but, you know. And the cleanliness at the chickens, it's not worrying me too much because, yeah, I mean, that's not hurting their productivity at all. Now, these straw bales have been in here for a day or so now. If we come up, yeah, we're not losing any straw at all. Yep, still at 4,000. This hay bale here, I think I lost like 10 liters, and that could be because I transported it in the rain. I don't remember if I did or didn't. Or it could be just slowly. I mean, it's not like a grass bale. Grass bale would probably be gone right now. And I forgot that is on auto load, which I did not want it on, but that's fine. It's all good. I only got one bale. That's all I need, I think. Don't need those beacons on right now. All right, horses. Hold your horses. Here we come. So these are the 4,000 liter bales. Yeah, the 8,000 liter bales are over at the cow barn. So I'm just finding it kind of interesting. I can't change the way the chute goes, huh? It only affects the front loader on that. All right. So straw, yeah, they require almost a full bale of 4,000 liters. So you know, it's not the end of the world, but for testing purposes. Let's come back here. Now it does say X to open the door, which it does. Unload that. Now the question is, if I can't get it out normally, the good thing about this bale spike, as we just saw, it's an auto-loading bale spike, so it might be close enough to yank it out of there. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to yank it out of there, because I'm not going to get the bale spike in there. I might not get it out at all, actually. Is there, I didn't look when I unfolded the baler, is there a way to unload it? Kind of like a baler or a module. Closed door transportation. No. So I mean, it says transportation. What does that do? Operating position, closed door. Still nothing. Still nothing. Alright, so it looks like the bale normally would stay in there. I'm kind of surprised this autoloader bale spike is not like reading that bale. I mean, technically it's close enough. But really, since it's only 700 liters, can I grab it by hand? Maybe I can't even grab it by hand. No, it looks like it's once it's in this baler, it's in there. Once it's in the shredder, it's in there. Well, that's kind of interesting. All right, so it is what it is. Yeah, I can't even grab it with the lift anything tool or anything like that. Maybe it's not actually a bale, even though it's showing as a bale. So what we'll do, we'll try this again. We'll put this in the shed overnight, sleep through the night, and we'll see what happens when morning comes. I'm pretty sure at this point it's going to be gone. Now the other way I could do it is I could use the bale shredder and like unload it in the field and then use a bucket to not feed, but put it in the horse pasture. Does that seem logical? Probably not the best thing to do, but whatever. Let's head back to the main house here. No, I said out the vehicle. Don't get back into it. So the animals are looking all good. Everything's either blue or green. Blue is fine. The horses, I was there, probably could use some water, but they'll be fine until the morning. Let's turn that HUD off. I don't need that. But I do want to go in here and, of course, go to the loan department. Repay as much as we can. We are now below $900,000. Look at that, $850,000 left on that loan. And but the problem is, once we get down to zero, I'm buying that land for $1.6 some odd million, and we'll have a loan again. Anyways, it's 8 o'clock. I think if we sleep 10 hours, I think we'll be okay. 6:30 on a fall. Is it going to be daylight out? Animal upkeep is $1,500. We got $5,600. We paid $3,600 in loan and $5,491 in property. Yeah, it's not that much in the hole. $252. That is not bad at all. Let's bring up the animal HUD to see what's what. Looks like I got 3 more chickens overnight, which is good. And everyone else is pretty happy. The water's getting kind of low on the horses. Where's the sheep water is at 54%. Not a problem. And now we have over 3,000 liters of wool. So now fall at 6:30 in the morning is still kind of on the dark side. What I want to do is come in here. Don't tell me no harvesting contracts, huh? Just fertilizing contracts. What about if I come here and go here? Yeah, a lot of fields are still growing. So nothing showing here as ready for harvest. Maybe since it's still early morning, maybe this will all change. So yeah, I'll be doing contracts in between episodes once again. Wrong page here. So 20, 40, about $55,000 in contracts here just in fertilizing. Shouldn't take me too long, but hopefully when the afternoon comes, maybe some fields will turn over, get ready for some harvesting at some point. That would be good. I just want to visit this field here. So this is our cornfield here. Yeah, this corn is not ready for harvest. But this field does show it's ready for harvest. See, when you come to the field, even though the corn looks like it's ready for harvest, see how I'm in the field in the bottom right-hand corner. It says growth. It says growing. So, yeah, it's still technically growing. Oh, wait a minute. What I might want to do, one last thing I need to check on here. How is our grass? Oh, yeah, in the bale down at the horse stable. I'll put that away. I can run faster. Doesn't look like it's at fully growth stage yet either. No, 67%. The question is, if I'm not doing anything this morning, do I want to cut it as soon as possible? The crop is not wet from overnight moisture, condensation on the grass, which is good. So I could mow it right away, 67%. So do I want to wait till it's 100% and risk it? Alt S. So today must be Saturday. Well, there's a slight chance of rain in the morning. And once we get into the evening hours, 40%. So it's, Sunday's not that bad. But the wind speed kind of goes down a little bit, but it's still not that bad. So, yeah, the weather's looking better and better. Temperatures, I do want to look at that. Minimum temperatures is what I need to be looking at here. Ooh, look at that. So, like by Tuesday we'll have a frost. So I might lose some crops. So hopefully we got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Hopefully by then we're doing some harvesting, or else we might, like I said, might lose some crops. No, I need to come on down. Oh, I was on it. No, there we go. Is the bale gone? Yep, the bale's gone. Yeah, so I'm not sure why that does that. I'm only, I don't want to say only losing, but I am losing. But really, if I got to use a bale every 2 days, how much straw? Overnight, they went through 20% of their straw. I mean, I do have a good amount of straw bales here, but I don't have any more fields to harvest that I'm going to get straw bales on. So, but I mean, I do got tons of straw bales over at the cow barn, so I may have to use that at some point. Yeah, I don't know why the horses are going through that much. Oh, while I'm here, you know what? Because I'll probably forget. Turn that on. Watch the water level go up on the HUD. And it's all good. Yeah, so that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. Like I said, I'll be doing those fertilizing contracts and get those done. So we'll have like $50,000 in the bank account when we start next episode. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one. Do you guys really need that much straw? Seriously?